Hey, how are you? Hope you are doing fine. Hope you are doing well. Let's see what needs to be said. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. This is not so nice. But this is very nice. You're having a lot of fun while working. You are keeping yourself busy. You are turning the wheel. You are turning the wheel forward. You are putting yourself into it, and you are kind of watering the thing with yourself, with your work. Your work is making the thing fruitful and making it have a ground that plants like. Plants like to put their roots into that soil because you have watered this soil with your positive energy, with your love, with your care, with all the happiness that you can get outside of you into that thing. You know, you are continuously working on that thing and you're putting your emotions into that thing, and that's why it is becoming fruitful. You know, there is something that you need to realize in the thing that you are doing. You are looking for a deep connection. You are looking for a deep connection that is connecting to your unconscious, so to say. So you are kind of on the search for the deep things, if that makes sense. So it is necessary, or it is important, that you maintain this connection, that you do not let other people tell you what your way should be. Basically, you know, you have to become aware of your own core, and this is what makes the search that you are doing fruitful as well. So be aware of your I. Be aware of what you are seeing in the thing, and also be aware of what you want to see in the thing. You know, you could unintentionally color the thing in your own experience, which is okay. Yeah, this is nothing bad. You know, it's just something that can happen. You know, where you project something onto the thing. That can happen. It happens all the time. It happens to everyone, to be honest. You know, it happens to everyone. You just need to be aware, when are you projecting and when are you not projecting? When are you objectively seeing something in the thing, so to say? I see you a very deep connection. I see you having a very deep connection with yourself, and that you are having this deep search. Yeah, you are deep searching yourself for this, for whatever you are deep searching yourself for. You are just deep searching, and you are kind of putting all the things out that you are finding. You are your own Pandora's box, so to say. You are opening your own Pandora's box, and you know, there's a lot of stuff that can be found in there, and a lot of very valuable stuff as well, you know, because those are symbols, those are soul images that are coming out of you, and those soul images, they have a they can be applied. They can be applied to almost anything. You know, it is a metaphor, so to say, you know, and the world is working in metaphors, you know, in soul images. You know, the world is actually just translating the common or the mean of all the soul images. You know, the grand objectivity is just the sum of many subjectivities. If that makes sense. So harvesting or digging for your own soul images, you know, is very valuable. You know, it has actually more to do with everyone else than you think. It is not just you having these soul images. you know? And you have to kind of realize that even if you think that you are talking about yourself, you are actually not only talking about yourself, but about many souls that are experiencing the same soul images or the same symbols that are coming out of them, you know, the same programming, maybe. I don't know how you want to call it, you know. Realize that there is a lot of worth inside of your subjective experience, and that your subjective experience has a lot to say within other subjective experiences, because in the end, we do have similar stuff that we are looking at, you know, just the lens is a little bit different. But in the end, there is a similar thing hidden and down there or up there. Doesn't matter. The direction doesn't matter, you know. It is a limitless dimension, you know. Direction, time is. So this needs to be understood, you know. This needs to be understood that you are worth, and that your images, your stories, whatever you are sharing has worth, you know. I'm saying this because you seem to feel a lot of frustration here. You seem to be frustrated. You kind of are screaming into the abyss here, you know. There is a lid on you, or there is a lid, a kind of border, a kind of glass ceiling, something like that. You are screaming into the abyss. You're screaming into the abyss. You might get a little bit frustrated with screaming into the abyss, you know. You see that your abundance is suffering. You see that your mind is suffering, that your wisdom is suffering with that thing as well, because you might do the same thing over and over again, you know. It is becoming stale. It is becoming stale. You're becoming frustrated with it. Your abundance is suffering with it because you lost your spark with it, of course, you know. So you need some kind of Abwechslung. You need some kind of change for a time being, you know. You need to do something else for a while, maybe, so you can find that spark with that thing again, you know. If you do the same thing over and over and over again, then of course, you know, your mind is gonna suffer, everything is gonna suffer. If you suffer, then the thing you are doing is also suffering, of course, especially when you work for yourself, especially when you work for yourself. So this is the challenge here, you know. You are being tested. If you realize that you are screaming into the abyss, you know, that there is a larger storm going on, you know, that there is larger energies at play, that there is things that require your attention, you know. There's things that require your attention, and mostly your own energies, you know, because your own stability is, you're kind of tired here, you know. You're tired. You want to lay down. You want to feel the ground. You want to feel the ground, even though you're kind of way up here, you know. You still want to feel the ground. You want to have this earthing, this grounding. And this is what needs to be done, you know, so you can stand up again and be in your power, you know. I see the sun setting. I see the sun going down a little bit. I see you getting tired because of all this going on. Because of all this going on, you see what is going on in the world, you know. You see what is going on in yourself. You see the similarities, and you know that your inner storm is actually connected to the outer storm, of course, you know, because as within, so without, as above, so below, you know, as in the small things, as in the big things, you know. The small things that you are doing are manifesting themselves into big things, and big things that you are doing are probably manifesting themselves into small things, you know. It's just this dynamic of this axis, of this within, without, above, below, small, big, you know. You see this connection, and No, you know that whatever you have to say is probably very valuable and could further the positive development of that situation, you know. But you are kind of screaming into the abyss. You kind of might have this feeling that no one is listening, you know. No one is listening. No one wants to hear what you are saying because you are probably saying it out of frustration. You're probably saying it out of frustration. And that's why no one is listening, because the energy is obvious. You know, the energy is obvious. It's a stormy energy, and people don't want to color themselves with this stormy energy. So they keep the distance. Yeah? They keep the distance until you have screamed your lungs out, until you have screamed your lungs out and you are ready to open this door. You know, you are ready to open this door and move beyond. And yeah, it's a interesting dynamic. I see you having fun, even though no one is listening. I see you doing your thing, even though no one is understanding what you are doing. I see you playing your game, and no one understands why you are playing the game in the first place. You're just having fun. And you kind of need to air some stuff out, you know, you have to air your heart out or something like that. I see this quote from NF, this rapper. You have to air your heart out, you know, you have to let the black balloon fly away, maybe. You know, it can be very healthy, very, very healthy to just scream into the abyss for once. And, you know, even though no one might hear you, you know, Spirit heard you, Spirit sees you, Spirit is listening to you. And that's the important thing, that, you know, the important thing is actually that you let it out, you know. But you can be sure, I can promise you that someone hears it. Someone hears it. Someone will hear it. It is just maybe just not the time yet, you know, just maybe not the time yet. I see you traveling through time. I see you knowing things before they are relevant, before they are relevant. And I see you surfing the wave until the thing is relevant. And then you can just jump on the thing and talk about that thing. Yeah? But you have many things in your mind that are not yet relevant. And that's maybe your frustration, because you are such an explorative being, you know. You have so many information about the world, how spirit works, how everything works, you know. But many of those informations are just not yet relevant, you know. You might have a lot of knowledge about the occult and about the magic and how it works and how it can be used in a productive and beneficial way, you know. Many people see it as black magic, but it is actually just magic. You know, many informations that you have that are not yet relevant because people are not in that kind of energy state yet. Takes a few years maybe until that really can happen and bloom. And in the meantime, you are frustrated by the slowness, I guess, by the slowness. You need to air some frustrations out, you know. You see the brakes people put on you. People are putting brakes on you because you are flying too fast for them. You are flying so fast, and people, they are trying to understand and they are trying to follow, but you are just too fast. You're just too fast. And that's why you need this abyss, maybe, you know. You need this abyss to scream your epiphanies away. It is necessary. I see you having a lot of fun, you know, and I see you tiring yourself out. I see you tiring yourself out, letting that storm fly into the world so that your own storm can be put to rest. Okay. It is still valuable. Yeah, whatever you're doing, it has worth. Yeah, definitely, because it is soul images. You know, it is soul images. I don't know what else to say. I just feel like spending the last few seconds here in silence. You are definitely a character. You are definitely a character. And, you know, people... I feel a lot of Heyoka energy here. Heyoka energy. Heyoka, you just laugh about the things because you see how ridiculous people can be. People can be so ridiculous because they are stuck in their own ways, you know, and they project their shit onto your path, onto your way, you know. They think, you know, people watch you and they think they are you. People watch you and they think they are you. Very parasocial energies I'm feeling here. You might be someone that is active on social media, someone that has to put on a mask regularly and just needs this abyss. You need an abyss to scream into this abyss. You need this, you know. And it doesn't matter who hears it. You know, it doesn't matter who hears it. You know that you said it and that someone maybe sometime will hear it and can resonate. And that's all that matters, you know. Okay. Huh. Okay. I wish you a wonderful way. I love this energy here. I love this portal. I have trouble closing this video because I love spending time here with you. I don't know what it is. This, you know, I'm putting this on a channel where probably no one will watch this, but I feel like spending time here with you, you know? I feel like spending time here with you. No, because I feel that we are understanding each other, you know? I feel understood by you. And I hope that you feel understood by me as well. It's just very, very rare, you know, very rare to find someone fearless. Fearless, you know. Not many people are fearless. You are fearless. You are fearless. I can see it. You are jumping into the abyss. If there is an adventure waiting down there, you know, you are someone. You are definitely someone. Okay, I'm gonna close this video now. And I wish you a wonderful time, you know, a wonderful time. I wish you a wonderful sleep as well. It looks like you're tiring yourself out, you know. Time to rest. Time to rest. Time to scream. You know, there's a time to scream. There's a time to work. There's a time to scream. And there's a time to rest. Okay. I wish you a wonderful way, a wonderful road ahead, and a wonderful time. And maybe we'll see each other again. I don't know. Bye-bye.